Netcasts you love.
From people you trust.
This is Twit.
Father Robert.
Good to see you, Leo.
Looks like you ran over your laptop.
I did. Well, I had to flatten it out. Got an iron, techno iron, so that I could show you this.
This seems like there's something really wrong
It does, doesn't it? Yeah, I mean, because we're so used to 16:9, but it wasn't that long ago that all our monitors were 4:3.
Right.
So, you know, this is the AOC.
Is this the next thing?
It could possibly be.
It's wide. How wide is it?
This is a 29-inch with an IPS screen, multiple inputs, and I had a good chance to take a look and show you what I found.
Let's take a look at that.
Maybe you have a big monitor. Maybe you have a widescreen monitor. Maybe you have a lot of monitors. But do you have a big widescreen monitor with enough screen real estate to make all the rest of your monitors look puny? That's about the size of the AOC Q2963PM UltraWide display, an entry in the growing field of monitors that break away from the conventional 16:9 aspect ratio. The AOC Q2963PM houses an impressive 29-inch IPS panel that supports 2560 by 1080 resolution. For those playing along at home, that's WFHD, a 21:9 aspect ratio, really close to the ratio used in movie theaters. AOC claims that the 21:9 aspect ratio of the Q2963PM allows users to watch movies in their true movie format, without black bars bracketing the picture. That's kinda cool, but saying the Q2963PM is a mouthful, so I'm just gonna call it Sir Screen-A-Lot. Though not the thinnest or lightest display we've seen, Sir Screen-A-Lot features a narrow bezel and a cabinet that has aluminum trim, a no-smudge matte finish, detachable weighted base, simple control buttons, 3-watt stereo speakers, 40 degrees of tilt, and a hidden VESA mount. AOC packed the monitor with plenty of input options, VGA, dual DVI, HDMI, and DisplayPort, in addition to the standard audio in and out. Sir Screen-A-Lot also features a DisplayPort output, which means that you can daisy-chain multiple DisplayPort monitors. Finally, the unit supports MHL, which means that you can plug your MHL-enabled device directly into the monitor, and not only will it display, but the monitor will charge your device. In use, I found Sir Screen-A-Lot to be a fantastic monitor. The 5-millisecond response time made it suitable for gaming, while the 21:9 ratio is a natural fit for video editing, movie watching, or really wide spreadsheets. The IPS panel offers impressive color reproduction and excellent image quality, with a 178-degree viewing angle from left to right. AOC used the plethora of inputs to great effect by building picture-in-picture and picture-by-picture modes into the monitor, allowing you to drop a second input either within the full frame or divide the full frame into equally sized screens. Overall, I found Sir Screen-A-Lot to be a fast, clear, accurate display loaded with every port you could ask for and packed with the features that most geeks crave. I did notice significant color shifting when viewing from the top or bottom of the screen, and the plastic bezel is sometimes comically weak, but the list of features and the price of this ultra-wide monitor is probably going to be attractive to the content creator or gamer who wants a little more out of their displays. The AOC Q2963PM is available now with a 3-year warranty. You can find it online for about $400.
That's a good price. AOC, I have one of their USB monitors.
Right.
They're known as a low price.
They're low price,
vendor.
Typically lower quality.
Right.
The
Would
thing
you
about
say that
this,
about this?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I showed you this on the review. The bezel is actually pulling off. That's not.
But what
good.
about the panel? Is this
the panel
quality
is
good?
great.
Okay.
So I mean, they must have gotten this as an LG or a Samsung panel because it actually looks really good. It's IPS. It's got a great viewing angle. Top to bottom, not great, but side to side, which is the important one, it's actually quite good.
This is 21:9.
21:9.
Which is true CinemaScope.
Right.
So that's great for movies.
Right. So I've got the side by side. This is not great, but if you actually have an
it's
HD
like
source,
2 4x3s next to each other.
precisely.
Right. Yeah.
Right. So I mean, if you actually had your movie in cinema format, it would fill out the full screen.
So I use 2 monitors, but you've got the bezels in between. This might be kind of a good solution for somebody who wants to use 2 monitors, but doesn't want a bezel in between. So let's get the pros and cons.
Okay. So the pros is the big screen, and people who do like video editing, they're gonna love this. It's so nice to be able to have your entire project on screen and just be able to work on it without scrolling back and forth.
Right.
The other pro would be that you have a lot of inputs. You know, you've got HDMI, you've got MHL, you've got dual DVI, you've got VGA, you've got DisplayPort pass-through. They really loaded this thing up with inputs. And then there's the IPS screen. It's bright, it's beautiful, it's got a great viewing angle. It's actually pretty dang crystal clear. On the con side, It's the build.
Right.
And the build quality is not great.
Right.
AOC does give you a 3-year warranty, but AOC hasn't been known to give you the best service.
Right.
But I mean,
They're Chinese?
they're actually located in Fremont, California.
They're Fremont.
They're in Fremont,
All right,
California.
well, at least we can drive down and bug them. Okay.
Right, and then there's the weird aspect ratio. I mean, if you're not a video editor, and if you don't have a lot of movies in that format, it's going to look weird.
29 inches, ultra-wide, bizarre, and yet, I think for some people, this is, especially if you stack 2 of them.
Exactly, exactly. So what I would say is, if you're really into movies or really into video editing, this is an absolute buy.
Right.
If not, try it. It's going to be weird, but I bet once you have it, you're going to like it.
I could see a video editor having this and then a regular 4:3 monitor or a 16:9 monitor to preview video.
Exactly.
This would be a pretty nice setup.